Hello everyone, welcome to IELTS writing lessons. In this video, it's just an introduction that we're just gonna go through outline of the course, why we are doing this to begin with, and what are the reasons to practice IELTS writing through video. Is this even gonna work or not? It's just like a talk about the course itself. In this video, we're talking about essentially how to improve IELTS writing. This could expand to other exams such as TOEFL or any other exam as well, but the focus of this lessons for now is the IELTS academic rating, IELTS general rating, and maybe we can later expand it to other types of exams, but it's very generalizable, meaning the techniques that you're going to learn for this specific exam can be generalized into any other exam or any other types of writing in general. So why IELTS writing specifically? Let's write it down. Why writing specifically? So one thing is, so as I imagine you all know, there are four disciplines, four skills that you need to prepare for all these exams. One is reading, one is speaking, one is writing, and one is listening. So human beings started speaking and listening far before starting to read and write. This is probably the order of it. This is probably maybe 100,000 years ago, something like that. 100,000 years ago. It's not super clear exactly when we started speaking and human beings, Homo sapiens started speaking. We don't exactly know, but rough idea 100,000, and reading and writing is only 10,000. So the 10,000 years ago that we started writing it, or the writing is invented. And virtually every single person knows how to speak and listen, but not everyone knows how to read or write. This is a skill that you acquire. You go to school to learn to read, you learn to write. However, for speaking and listening your native language, you never went to school for it. For the second, third, or other languages, you go to school to learn it, but not for your mother tongue. So this is essentially more natural to learn it, speaking and listening, because human beings started doing that earlier, and also you don't need to really go to school for it. Also, there's another caveat here that you can essentially self-assess. The things that you can do self-assess is reading and listening, meaning that, let's do another Venn diagram of sort. Yeah, it's not super clean, but you get the idea. So it's reading and listening. You can do self test or self-assess, meaning that you can do a test and immediately know that your reading is good or your reading is not bad. You get an idea of the score that you did. Same as listening. There are ton of software out there that can assess your listening to know if you did a good job or not in the listening or reading. That brings us to writing and speaking. And speaking also, you need there's not really a software or that you can do it self-assess. You need to practice speaking. There's no other way around it. And you need to get that immediate feedback. Once you get to, that's why you go to classes essentially. That's why it's easier to learn a language in a classroom that everyone is more or less about the same level as you are, and then you practice speaking with them, and you grow your speaking skills together through that immediate feedback that you get. However, writing is a little bit more special. And also another thing about speaking is that by watching a lot of like TV series and movies, you get an idea. You can use you can learn some idioms and some sentences, but with something like writing, it's not easy to acquire writing skill. Writing skill, I would say, is the hardest among all four to acquire, and that's why we essentially have writers as a job. We pay them a lot of money potentially to write for us, write stories, write fiction or non-fiction. But the point is, it's a difficult skill. It's among I would say out of the four is the hardest one to acquire. But it's not impossible. There is very clear techniques that you can use that to improve your ratings. Through, it's not just grammar. It is like how to structure a paragraph, how to structure an essay, and when it comes to something like IELTS academic rating, when it comes to something like, let me choose another color, IELTS academic rating, it's even more formulaic, I would say. Formulaic meaning that it has a certain type of exams that shows up over and over again, and by practicing those kind of questions a little bit, you can get far beyond the average score. And the point of these video series is to explore those techniques to improve your writing, and that's all. That's my whole shtick. Anyways, that's the introduction for these series. I hope you come along and enjoy the ride. Cheers.